Thank you for taking a few minutes to learn about the cybersecurity tabletop card game, Cyber Threat Guardian, which is ideal for students in kindergarten, first, and second grade. And consider, from a very young age, children are playing games on their parents' phones, accessing the internet and engaging other kids online. Often, this begins before they even enter school. So it's important to introduce young learners as young as 5 years old about the concepts of online privacy, the importance of consulting a parent or guardian before entering any personal information online, how to use passwords, and so much more. With Cyber Threat Guardian, a game-based approach to learning is used to help introduce students to the concept of cybersecurity. Now, keep in mind, we're not talking about gamification or gamifying a lesson plan. This is a true game that was designed to be fun first. It's through repetitious play that kids begin to discover that for every attack, there's a defense, and for every defense, there's an attack to get around it. Now, before jumping into details of the game, it's important to note this is just one of 3 games in the Cyber Threat game series. Each game targets specific grade levels and student abilities, while building upon the knowledge learned in previous games. For example, a kid entering the 3rd grade who played Cyber Threat Guardian while in 2nd grade can take their foundational knowledge of what a network structure is and the types of assets in it and begin to learn more detailed insights into cybersecurity concepts with Cyber Threat Protector. When they enter middle and high school, they can then use Cyber Threat Defender in the classroom to learn various defense strategies and learn new terms. The game mechanics and concepts carry through from one game to the next. Here's an example of a desktop computer card, which carries through all 3 games. As you can see, the content and details simply expand through each version of the card, but students will already be familiar with its purpose as they move from one game to the next. Now in front of you, you'll see 3 specific learning outcomes for Cyber Threat Guardian. The first one is that we do stress the idea and concept of cybersecurity defense versus attacks. It's our goal to develop strong cyber hygiene to protect against various attacks as our young learners grow up. We are not working to educate students to be a generation of future hackers. So again, we are focusing on defense with this game. Secondly, they'll be introduced to the concept of what a basic network looks like and the assets found within it. And finally, they'll be introduced to cyber relationships between cyber attacks and defensive countermeasures. Now, in front of you is a sample image of one of our asset cards of a game console. And you'll find that every card features 3 main areas. The top is the card name. And the center is a picture of the item identified by that card name. And towards the bottom is a category icon. Each card, no matter what type, will have an icon associated with it. Now, we do have 3 different types of cards in the game, and they're all color-coded. We have our blue asset cards, our green defense cards, and our red attack cards. Based on the version of the game they're playing, there are 3 different ways to play. They could gain points by having more asset cards than their opponents, or more asset and defense cards in the game. Attack cards do not gain any points. So as they're playing, they're going to learn to build up their defenses to stop attacks from removing their assets. To play Cyber Threat Guardian, 2 players will need to share a deck. Each player will select one blue asset card and place it in front of them. The deck is then shuffled and used as a shared draw pile. The game can then be played 3 different ways that I mentioned earlier, which are detailed in the game's rulebook and determined by the teacher or parent. Here, we can see a simple layout of how the game's card should be laid out. Again, the blue asset cards are placed closest to the player, with green defense cards between the asset and attack cards. Here, I've stacked the cards per their icon category, which is one of 4 different types. For example, the blue cell phone on the bottom right is a wireless asset card. It needs to be protected by an encryption card, which is easily identifiable by its wireless icon. so that the cell phone isn't vulnerable to a red wireless attack. In this scenario, let's pretend my opponent has just put down the wireless attack card. Because our cell phone is currently being protected by the encryption card, it cannot be removed from the game. However, the attack card can now remove my encryption card, which now makes the asset card vulnerable. If there had not been an encryption card in play to begin with, and my opponent played the wireless attack card, then my cell phone or asset card would then have been available to be removed. Ultimately, the player with the most number of asset and or defense cards, again, based on the version being played, at the end of the game wins. So it's important to build up assets and guard against attacks to win the game. While it's may be a brief review of the game's mechanics, you can access video tutorials on how to play a full game, as well as access free downloadable rulebooks on the CIS website. Now that we've gone over the basics of Cyber Threat Guardian, consider adding some complementary resources to your student activities. More than 80 activity sheets are currently available at no cost to download to support specific grade levels from kindergarten through 5th grade. These activity sheets introduce the Cyber Threat Guardian game characters, as mentioned earlier, as well as the Cyber family. This family of Cybears help introduce all 3 games, as well as a variety of technology and cyber-related topics to young learners. You can also access a variety of free downloadable games for elementary age students through the website cultureofcybersecurity.com. So how do we do this? As a nonprofit, the CIAS relies on grants, sponsorships, and gifts to produce and distribute complimentary classroom boxes to educators nationwide at no cost to the teacher. Each classroom box, which is available upon request by teachers, includes 15 game decks. Since one deck is shared by 2 players, one classroom box can support up to 30 students per class. And that's it. For additional information on Cyber Threat Guardian, how to request a classroom box, or purchase your own personal copies of the game, please go to ciasgaming.com.